Occupational health and safety law. A 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. I think it's more so a reflection of me. Good morning, guys. It is currently 10:45. Oh, I just lied. 10:49. I'm outside bright and early because I have to do some in-person recruitment. I have to do 6 stores and then I get to go to my boyfriend's place. We're gonna do some work and be very productive, even though I haven't seen him in like a week or over a week. But no, we're gonna get work done. Definitely. The plan is for us to go to a cafe and also do some work at his place and then go on a walk so I can reach my 10k steps. I think it'll be a very fun day. Currently I went to my first store. It was okay. 5 more to go, so let's go. I'm probably going to be on the road for like the next hour and a half depending on how much traffic there is. Hopefully I can finish it up within 2 hours because I do not want to be on the road for this long. Also, this is my first time doing in-person recruitment by myself. Normally my mom comes with me or my boyfriend comes with me, but let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's do it. Where are we?
At the guild.
No, why you told me? This is the epitome. How do you say that word? Epitome. Epitome. Am I saying that word right? It's gonna be Good morning, guys. It's currently 9:59, exactly 10 a.m. It's a weekend and I have to worry about completing a quiz today, but that's okay. The plan for today is I'm going to review my notes, look over any Inky notes that I have left still, and then I'm going to do my quiz and then go on my little walk because I do have work today. That's all I gotta do. The fact that I'm already doing this much before an actual shift is enough, okay? I don't know about you guys, but you know that like whole meme of like I can't do anything if I'm working, even if my shift is at 4 p.m. That's me to a T, but I have to do this. So this course is basically occupational health and safety law. So there's a lot of regulations, and at first it was decent enough for me to understand and memorize everything, but now we're getting to the point where there's a lot of sections and regulations and there's too many things to memorize, and I can't, like, I'm looking at section 7, but then there's 7.1, 7.2, like, can we stop? Like, why do I need to know the exact sections? Let's hope that I can remember all of it for my quiz. Let's go.
Bruh.
It's not morning anymore, actually. I was gonna say good morning, but it's 12:15. I was at my desk a lot earlier, but I didn't update you guys yet. I was just editing a little bit and uploading some new footage to Final Cut Pro because importing takes years for me personally. But let's talk about my plans for the day. I'm sure that's what you're all dying to know. Duh. Today the plan is actually just to work on my methodology. I have 3 sections that I need to work on because I want to get my methodology section done, like a rough draft, before I send it to my supervisor by the end of this month. That means I have about like 5 days because it's October 26th right now. I have about 5 days to do that. Pretty chill though. I'm almost done. I'm like halfway through, and I need to edit my literature review as well. I broke it down into sections. So my supervisor has asked me to make my literature review longer. Yeah, that's a toughie right there. So I'm just gonna go over each section and see what else I can add. It needs to be at least 20 to 30 pages according to what he told me. So yeah, but that's gonna be more of a November problem. I've dedicated like the first 2 weeks of November just to my lit review. So that'll be something I have to work on. But I do want to start it. So I'm gonna start with section 1 and see what I can add. I have a work meeting today at 6 p.m. and the theme is furry, animal. I forget the actual theme, but I was gonna do like a makeup look, but once I found out it was like animals, I'm like, I don't really want to commute on the subway wearing a whole ass like makeup look that just looks like an animal for a 3-hour meeting. Like, nah, that's fine. So I'm just probably gonna wear something like fuzzy and cute and like some little ears. I'll show y'all later when I decide on what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so that's essentially the plan for today, and I have to do my walk as well. But yeah, it's a pretty chill day. I got to sleep in a little bit, and that was really nice because the past couple days I've been waking up early and having to like go, but I was able to chill, relax. I don't know, I'm feeling really good today. Before I actually get started though, I do want to talk to you guys about the book that I read yesterday. I started it like a week ago, but it wasn't really hooking me on. Yesterday I was commuting to work, and on my commute back I was just reading it. Oh my god, it hooked me on. It got so intense suddenly. Like, first of all, before I get ahead of myself, the book is called Lock Every Door, and I'm gonna fumble the author's name, by RIIZE. I think I've read a couple of their books before. It's been a while since I've read anything from theirs, and I think this had like pretty good reviews on Libby. It was in one of the lists for mystery books. I put it on hold and I finally was able to read it. It did start out pretty slow. Like, I would say it was a slow burn. We're introduced to the main character, Jules, who is, going through it, had very traumatic experiences, has no family, lost her job, got cheated on by her boyfriend, and she was just living on her friend's couch when she sees an advertisement for a house where she just has to like basically apartment sit. The apartment in the, I'm gonna butcher this name too, the Bartholomew. Anyways, it's supposed to be in New York, and it's like this luxurious building that's super hard to get into. Everything is so private. No one knows like what goes on in there. And the incentive is that she'll get $12,000 for 3 months, which is like easy money. Who wouldn't want to do that, right? Like, all you have to do is stay at a beautiful place, this humongous apartment with Central Park views, just beautiful, luxurious. Her friend is like, hey, that's a little bit suspicious, but she's like, nah, this is like a great opportunity. Why wouldn't I take this? She starts officially staying there, and throughout the book we get chapters where it's like the present, and in the present she's in the hospital. She like ran into oncoming traffic, but then we also get blurbs of the past 5 days, and slowly it kind of reveals to us the mysteries of the apartment, like what's going on. There seems to be suspicious things because the author was building up the story to let us know what's going on, to give us the backstory. I found it a little bit slow. Like, normally with mystery books you kind of get hooked in pretty early on because you're like, there's this huge mystery and I want to know what it is. And that's kind of what keeps you going, right? That's what keeps you continuing reading. But with this, it wasn't there yet until midway point where we get introduced to other apartment sitters. Spoilers ahead, but I personally found it started to get interesting when we found out that one of the apartment sitters, Ingrid, disappeared. Now that got me hooked because I'm like, okay, she was expressing concerns about the place, she was a little scared, and now she's gone and she was acting weird and suspicious. What? So that really got me hooked. So I came home from my commute and I was just reading the entire night. Wow. that was such a wild ride. I don't want to give major spoilers because I think it's a lot more fun to actually read it and experience it yourself, but holy shit, that was intense. Honestly, for me, when I'm reading books, I like to be in the moment. If it isn't something I've read before or I've watched in a movie or a show, then I don't have much expectations. So many things are going through my head and I was trying to guess what it was, and each time I failed. I was so off. I was not even close. Wow, that ending was rightfully so. I was happy with the ending. I thought it was like a perfect ending in my opinion. The entire concept was insane, but probably so true to reality that we're unaware of. And it was just so disgusting. Like, are you kidding me? You really don't view humans as humans. It was insane. It was insane. I really enjoyed reading it. I really liked it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. I was reading the reviews on Goodreads and some people are so pessimistic. They're saying like, this is terrible. It's so like unbelievable. Like da 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 da. I'm like, it's a book. No one said it's a nonfiction. It's a fictional book that honestly probably has some truths to it. You're just not aware of that life, right? I think some people are too pessimistic and they're too critical. Enjoy what's being put out there. If it was controversial or if it was like really badly written, then you can go and talk smack about it, but it honestly wasn't like that. I thought it was really well written. It was a little bit slow, I do agree with that, but it was essential to build up that suspense and build up that backstory. It's a fictional book at the end of the day. Like, you don't have to go berate a book just because part of it wasn't realistic. That's the whole point of a book. But enough yapping, let's get to work. We're gonna do a little yap and get ready with me. So let's go. A little update is that I finished my methodology. I'm getting ahead of myself. I finished the sections that I was supposed to do today, and I only have about 2 sections left. I'm gonna ask my boyfriend to review it for me, and then I can send it to my supervisor, but that's amazing if I could get my chapter done. Guys, listen. The moment we finalized our methodology, and I just feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I just feel so happy and glad. I'm like, finally, this is going the direction that I wanted to, and I'm excited. I'm thinking about publishing. I'm thinking like how cool it would be to have my name in like a journal. My name? That is such a boss bitch behavior. Like, that is something I never thought I wanted to have. I'm gonna have to set my microphone down, but hopefully the mic still picks me up. But guys, oh my god, this is something that I've never ever imagined, and it was never a goal of mine. But now that I'm so close to actually defending and having my own study, I really want to publish. I think that's such a flex. Like, yes, I will be bragging about that every chance I get. I really want to publish and have my name there. And I want people to reach out to me and be like, hey, how did you do this? Like, if you have questions, let me know. I can help you out with that. Obviously, though, that really depends on the results of my study, because from what I hear, publishing in a journal is an extremely tedious process. It can take years for them to review your journal, give you feedback, you fix it, you do it again. From what I understand, it's more likely for your article to get rejected if you don't have significant results. But honestly, genuinely, I think I will have pretty significant and relevant results. Yes, my sample is very small right now, and maybe it's not going to be statistically significant. I think it's still going to be important results, and it's going to show us something that we've never really seen before, especially since it's such a broad topic. But we shall see, and of course, I'll update you guys throughout and see how the process is, because we've had some presentations and workshops about how to publish, but it was more so of like what to expect, the process, the guidelines. But doing it yourself is so much different than actually hearing about it, because you're personally experiencing all the little difficulties and tasks that you have to do. Anyways, guys, what I really wanted to talk about was not even this. I don't even know where that came from. I wanted to talk about my challenge. I started the 10K challenge like a couple days ago. I think today is going to be my 5th day. I am so extremely proud of myself. This is something I've never done before to this extent, because I'm putting in the work, you know, like I come home and I haven't reached it yet, I'm walking around the house, or I'm hopping on the treadmill to get that 10k steps. It's a type of discipline that I've never seen for myself, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I study my ass off and I work and all that, but that's not for me. It is, but it's not, if that makes sense. The reason I do my shit and I study hard and I go to work and I make sure like I'm early on my thing, I think it's more so a reflection of me and me trying to impress others. So if I fail this assignment after, you know, building like a professional relationship with my professor or my supervisor, and I do badly on it, I don't want for the other person to be disappointed in me and be like, oh, I can't believe like she did so bad, or like I can't believe she did this, like this is terrible work. Their reflection of me is what motivates me to do work and work hard at that. So it's not really for me. In a sense it is for me, because it's how I would feel if I feel like I've disappointed the other person, or if I've let the other person down, or I showed weakness. But it's not for my development and it's not for my growth, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense, to be honest, but it makes sense in my head. Okay, I'm gonna get ready and then I'll connect with you a little bit later.